Hey y'all, this is my review for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 14, episode 10. It is one of them days, y'all. I'm sorry that I'm tardy for the party by like 3 minutes, but I have to go to work right after this. But look at me. Like I did a review like the day after an episode. Look, y'all better give me my props. Anywho, look, my one goal for tomorrow is to have that Salt Lake City review for y'all. So I will try my best. Look, I still got to do pop roast. I still got to, what else? I have to do traders. Then I have to do a video for the Patreon. A ninja is busy. And also, before I get into this review, make sure you like that video. It helps. And subscribe. And also, if you're feeling me a lot, so I won't have to go to work and rush, here you go, $CDiggy1. Support Black business on Black History Month. Anyway, let's get into the episode. So we have a very dramatic opening by producers. They present us with a timeline of Dorit and PK's relationship from the lovey-dovey years, going far back as to 2016, to her saying that she is ready for war and divorce at Kathy Hilton's compound. So then we go back to 1 week earlier. We have a small montage of what some of the ladies are doing. Erica's home is being redecorated, by that man who sounds like Harry Hamlin, who was on Watch What Happens Live right after this episode, talking about his special sauce. And he talked about Lisa Rinna too, his wife, and Beard. So yeah, it's gonna cost her $37,000. It ain't tricking if she got it. She definitely do. And then we see Kathy Hilton inviting Boz, Erica, and Dorit over for lunch. I'm just wondering, well, if it's just those three, then what are the other three housewives are doing? And we find out. So next scene, we're with Garcelle visiting Sutton, and Sutton asks her, would she come to Augusta, Georgia, for those of you who aren't familiar, with her to meet her mom, as well as show her the city. We're reminded that Sutton doesn't have the best relationship with her mom, and it doesn't help that her mom looks like one of those old lady racists from period movies like The Help. Like, don't tell me y'all wasn't thinking that the entire episode. We'll get into that later. So Sutton invites Kyle to this trip, which I found very interesting. Was I the only one? I was telling my friend who think he know everything, and he was like, that wasn't weird to him. I'm like, but Garcelle and Sutton, like, they're like this. So I get Garcelle being invited, but Kyle, it just seemed like in the scope of things, they don't really fuck with her like that. So why would they invite Kyle and not, I don't know, Jennifer Tilly? That probably would have made more sense. Like the three of them, like they could go off and do the whole Georgia thing. And then number two, Erica is from Georgia. Like, I would say didn't she say in the episode like about 90 miles outside of where Sutton was from? So I just thought it was weird, because that would be a good factor as well for Erica to be invited. Like, she should have just made it a cast trip. It would have been fun. Like, these bougie bitches going to the South, like, Augusta South. Like, I mean, that's in Georgia, but that is in Georgia, not, Atlanta, Georgia. And then number three, I just think either they should have made it a group trip or it should have just been Garcelle and Sutton, because there's been plenty of times where it was only two of the housewives on this show and they left the others behind. Like, remember Erica and Lisa Rinna, they went to Tokyo? And then I think Kyle and Lisa Vanderpump, they went to France together. And Lisa Vanderpump and Taylor, they went to Vegas. And it was just the two of them. So, yeah, I just wanted it to be a little more believable, because it just felt very produced with them adding Kyle to it. Because I'm just like, of course Sutton invited Kyle, because Kyle is like the queen bee of the show. Anyway, next scene we're with Boz visiting Dorit. They're talking about the beach day, and Dorit's still feeling some type of way how Sutton rudely interrupted her while she was discussing her kids. And so then she's just talking about PK and her relationship, of course. And then the fact, like they're still separated and their relationship is still on the rocks. Like they're not cordial at all. And he doesn't even answer her text messages. He sure answer Kyle's though. But Boz, she warns her that she needs to be prepared at this point if things go left in case he serves her papers. So then, I don't know. I think Dorit should serve papers first, but I feel like she's not going to do that. Like, she's foolishly leaving the ball in PK's court. And I don't know why. Like, what is she holding on to? And look, we get the answer to that question later in the episode. Let's see. It made sense to take Kyle over Erica. Hey, I disagree. I didn't like the Kyle invite either. Y'all, please type slower. Don't give me a stroke. Take your time and type it out so I can read it correctly. But Sutton and Erica aren't really friends like that. And her and Kyle are? Have you seen the confessionals? Very disturbing. Her energy was unsettling. You talking about Sutton mama? Look, I'm not surprised, y'all. I'm not at all. Did you see the way Sutton's parents greeted Kyle versus Garcelle? Again, y'all, we will get to it. We will also get to this. Let me just continue, y'all. So next scene, Boz is on the date with her boyfriend. They both look good. Bo's man is fine to me. Is he fine, y'all? Because he certainly can get it. Just on my end. That's what I'm saying. The gist of their conversation, again, is them just being on the same page. He wants a baby. She's willing to give him one. But there seems to be a timeline, and I hope she has a ring at least by the time the reunion films. My friend pointed out in this scene that in regards to Boz's boyfriend, he said ninjas will be ninjas. Like, what is he waiting for? Like, he's the one that wants the baby. Why don't he make the leap if he's in a rush or whatever? But I guess what stood out to my friend, Boz's boyfriend said, oh, well, I appreciate you going at my pace or whatever. I didn't even notice it. Maybe because, I was just so enamored because he fine. Like, look, I'm starting to like him older, y'all. Like, I like me a grown-ass man at my big-ass age. And he was attracted to me. That's all I got to say. I know I see some people saying he aight. I think Kyle and Sutton have a weird love-hate relationship. And with Erica, it's just hate. Well, damn. Let's see. So after that, I did also mention that I hope that he puts a ring on it by the time the reunion films, at least. So then next scene, we're with Kyle and Mauricio of all people at the gun range. It looks like she's purchasing a gun and wants to make sure she knows how to use it since she's the one living alone for the foreseeable future. She's invested in like home safety or whatever because she reminds us that she's been robbed before. I get that. Hey, no problems with that. So they go out back and Kyle is a pretty good shot. I'm just like, wow, like the targets, like she almost hit the bullseye. She have to be imagining that's Dorit or Lisa Vanderpump. Have to be. So then now it's just the two of them talking, catching up, and already we see Kyle is definitely the one who does not want a divorce because she's not acting like it. I really feel like she played her hand too soon. I don't know. Was she trying to make him jealous or whatever? Because last season, it was totally different. It was more so, it's about me. I'm putting me first, Lucius. I got to put me first. But now it's just like she want that old thing back. And I'm just so confused by this. And from this scene, because they really gave us nothing, y'all. I feel like neither of them are going to pull the trigger. She still wants him back. And then on his side, I think he knows that it'll destroy her if he started the proceedings first. Because I really do think he still cares for her. But does he want to still be married to her? Does he still like want to be intimate with her? I don't think so. So yeah, they're at a stalemate right now. This scene gave us nothing, and just it gave us no new information about where they are, in my opinion. And at least I can tip my hat to Dorit, because at least she's giving us an update on where her and PK are. I feel like where Mauricio and Kyle are, they have not moved since last season. So the next scene, it's the day of the Augusta trip. Garcelle and Kyle arrived before the host of the trip. And, I thought Sutton would be there first. And apparently, this is the VIP terminal where, it seems comfy and very private. My LA people, let me know about this. I didn't know about, this private terminal or whatever. How much is it? Can everybody do it? Is it feasible financially? Probably not. However, Garcelle says in her confessional that she's very surprised, since it's Sutton's trip, that, they're flying commercial for one thing. There's no valet. And, why are they flying out so early? It's a red eye. I was wondering that too. I could see if they were flying out 4 or 5 in the morning to go out to Spain or Tokyo or some shit like that. But to go domestic that early, you don't have to. Girl, I'm gonna meet you at the airport at 1 p.m. So they arrive in Augusta, Georgia. One of my best friends is from Augusta. I've never been, but I've been to Savannah, and Savannah is beautiful. It reminds me of New Orleans, actually, particularly the Garden District. Now, if you're from New Orleans, you know exactly what I mean when I say that. So they get to Sutton's property there, and it's beautiful. It's given plantation chic. I'm not sure what Garcelle was talking about with the whole, it just looks like a good Southern home. Girl. Now, Garcelle, you were not born yesterday. You know what type of house that was, and you know what part of Georgia you in. Come on now. Well, was I the only one? And Lord, was this scene entertaining. If I can watch a show, like a buddy comedy with Sutton's mama and Garcelle, I would watch it. I need somebody to just get on it right now. Oh my God, the interactions. And it's so funny because, Kyle, it seemed like, her mom was so nice to Kyle, but Sutton isn't even real friends with Kyle. Her real friend is Garcelle. But yeah, let me continue because I'm getting ahead of myself. Her mother and her mother's friend arrive and they meet, the other ladies. Sutton's mom tells Kyle she's very pretty. And I thought production was so messy, picking up Garcelle saying, why did she say that to me? Girl, you know why. You know why. I cackled. And also, I'm just going to point out the elephant in the room. I probably already did, but I can't be the only one wondering when. It's only a matter of when Sutton's mom is going to say something racist while they're there. I just feel it coming. I do. Sutton is brave for that. And look, if I brought the cameras to my mom's house, look, my mom is probably the same way. She's a Southern Black woman, and she be saying some problematic things too. I'm not gonna put her out there, but look, maybe I'll say it on the Patreon. Y'all remind me, because I was just like, woo, I can't bring the cameras around my mom at all. So we find out that Sutton's mom actually lives on the property as well. Because, the whole house, that's Sutton's property whenever she wants to go home. In a separate house, her mom, I guess it's the guest house. She lives in the backyard. And again, like I said earlier, the interaction between Garcelle and Sutton's mom is priceless. Like, it's so awkward. Like, from the gift she gave her to the weird kid comment. Because, look, I'm sure Garcelle actually put in thought. Like, because Sutton is like almost her bestie at this point. She went to Saks and probably got her like some type of designer scarf. And I'm just like, damn, like, I wonder, would it be received differently had it been Kyle that brought the gift? Because Kyle didn't even bring a gift. Let me see what y'all saying. Son's mom is problematic. Plantation chic is spot on. Right out of Dixie. Look. Sometimes Garcelle acts like she forgets she's Black. We gonna move on. Kyle being invited to Augusta is to make sure it's not edited out. She's the show's anchor. I mean, I get that. The gift interaction was cringe. You know, Son Mama called Garcelle I can't say that. That weird child comment was crazy. I don't know how she didn't pop off then. Well, first she was talking about Sutton's child. And then Garcelle was just trying to lighten the mood. Like, yeah, I got a weird kid too. And then she didn't expect Sutton's mom to be like, oh, I know, I saw. It's just a lot, y'all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because Dorit mom sure met Boz, and we didn't get that impression, did we? Did we? Thank you for mentioning that, Riri. Always with the comments. So the next scene, we're at Kathy Hilton's compound, where her minions are running around frantically, trying to make sure they don't piss her off, and everything is perfect when the other ladies arrive. Again, I love the threesome of Boz, Erica, and Dorit. The three of them just work because, you know, I feel like they all genuinely like each other. As they're all greeting each other, they're talking about how the other ladies are in Augusta, and Dorit and Boz didn't even know. I think that was kind of shady. Also, they bring up why Erica wasn't invited too, because again, Erica is from Georgia. Like, why wouldn't it connect? I mean, at least invite Kyle and Erica, because y'all did stuff together at the pizza party. Y'all did stuff together when y'all went to dinner without Boz and Dorit. But now you excluding Erica. What's the difference now? I think it should have been a cash trip. I think it would have been really fun. Meanwhile, back in Augusta, the ladies are at dinner. Garcelle says she talked to Erica and mentioned the trip in a flashback. And Erica was like, well, you know, she would have thought she was invited, or, you know, the whole group, because, you know, this is a sisterhood. But Sutton says this trip was an emotional one for her, and she didn't want to invite everybody. Sutton, I like you, but, you know, you're full of shit. That's all I'm saying. Let me wet my whistle right quick. Whew. Y'all, I don't be talking this much. I'm just letting you know. Also, I got to end this live before 2:30. I got to make sure I leave on time. I don't think I have that much left to go. So then back at Kathy's, she's discussing how she found out, not from her ancestry, but from a woman in Italy, that she's apparently Italian and Chinese. The ladies are baffled and they move right around that conversation. Look, it's funny when Kathy do it, but let it be Dorit. Just saying. It looks like we're going back and forth between Augusta and Beverly Hills now. We see Sutton telling them that people said she's like her mom and she disagrees. And then the camera pans to Kyle's face, combined with the sound effect, and it just says a lot. Garcelle actually tells her friend Sutton that she does have similarities with her mom. Sutton still seems to have resentment with her mom for not being there when she opened the store. Well, not being there emotionally. She was there physically, but she says that her mom could have gave her some more support. But I feel like, moms can be stuck in their ways because, me and my mom, I mean, we go back and forth a lot. And sometimes I just don't worry about things because I feel like she's going to be stuck in her ways. My mom is in her 70s now. I feel like I have to accept toleration than, complete acceptance. That's just how it is. I love my mom. I know she loves me, but I feel like she's just from a different time and it's hard to erase some things. I mean, maybe I'm not trying to give up, but when I go through, and this is a little bit of Chris's business, of course, but I don't feel like I'm giving up. It's just I want to have great moments, and I don't want to go and try to like make her understand things. But yeah, Garcelle. Well, let me see. Oh wait, so damn. In the confessional, Sutton says that she was raised by a narcissist and married a narcissist. I was just like, damn, really? Calling your mom a narcissist? And then Garcelle suggests that she wants to have a conversation with Reba about her daughter. Wrong road, wrong road. Like, I even agree with Kyle. Like, you don't know Reba and you're inserting yourself in a complex relationship. Like, it's very presumptuous on Garcelle's end. Again, I feel like Garcelle is not reading the room again, and she's just asking for it. Like, she's really about to fuck around and find out in the next episode. Back in Beverly Hills, Boz is asking Kathy about her sister Kyle and says for the first time that I can think of that Kyle has been cold to her. And I'm just like, didn't Garcelle say that her first season too? But it's Dorit who's the problematic one. Kathy says that she doesn't want to pry too much when it comes to Kyle, because Boz was asking, how to get through to Kyle. And like, am I reading her wrong? And yeah, Kathy just says that, she treads lightly because Kyle can just be very sensitive. And I'm asking y'all, is this a Capricorn trait? Can we blame much of Kyle's behavior on being a Capricorn? Capricorn, speak up, please. We're not on to Dorit's business, and Kathy calls PK PJ first. I'm not surprised by that one. But she catching up everybody on where they are now. And Kathy tells Dorit in the effort to provide a silver lining about PK, well, I'm sure he's a great father, right? Dorit, without missing a beat, says, wrong. Now, at that point, my mouth dropped. I was like, she called that man a bad father? Damn. Like, I literally said, oh my God. Like, to say that on camera, at that point, file the papers, girl. File the papers. You said this man was a bad father and an alcoholic, a raging alcoholic on camera. Dorita's just telling it all in the confessional. She said he would go weeks without checking in on the kids, and she would be working overtime to put their dad in a good light. But it don't stop there. It does not. Kathy asks Dorit, how old is PK? Dorit says 56. And then Kathy says when she first met him, which I'm assuming is years ago, she thought he was 56 at the time. The look from Boz and the look from Erica. Erica's just like, I mean, priceless, the reactions. But they move on from that. Dorit reveals that PK sent her a threatening email about what to expect if they move forward with the divorce. And of course, it has to deal with the financials. Like, the ladies are telling her she needs to get a lawyer ASAP. And then Erica asks her, like what we've all been thinking. Like, what are you holding on to, Dorit, at this point? This man has clearly shown that he doesn't want to be with you anymore. Dorit even says she thinks PK doesn't want to be married to her anymore. But then Erica asks, well, what are you waiting for? And ooh, we get the tea. We get the tea. And apparently Erica been clocked it. Like Dorit said, like she wasn't aware that California divorce law, after 10 years, I guess it's a 10-year rule that you get half. Erica like even knew the months left. Like before Dorit could get it out, they said 6 months at the same time. So PK may be trying to divorce her before that happens. Wow. And y'all, I am Boz. I felt like we were all Boz in that moment. I was just like, whoa. Like he's trying to make sure, like he good. But Erica is giving it to Dorit straight. And I will say, I don't care for Erica sometimes. But when she's on, the bitch is on. When she's right, she is right. And she was preaching. I was like, say it, Erica. Say it. Tell her. Get your shit, and get it together. Get it together, girl. Like, be proactive. You got to make a decision before he makes a decision for you. Do not be Portia. Dorit is still like, well, I don't know. Like, am I sure? Do I not want to go back? Erica tells her straight, he doesn't want you back. Yes, like Boz is ooh. Like Dorit is letting it marinate at this point. The credits are rolling. And yeah, that was where the episode ends. And I gotta say, y'all, once again, Beverly Hills be having me on the edge of my seat with just the dialogue, because I feel like unlike other franchises, there's like real shit going on with people. There's real friendships, and there's like real money. Like, so if it's a slow burn of an episode, like we're still being entertained. And I feel like Potomac can't do that. What's another popular show? Salt Lake City, they can't do that. Even though Salt Lake City, they've been having a great season. You know, Jersey, etc. So yeah, like I really enjoyed this episode. I almost gave it a 10, but I feel like it was a 9.5 for me. Like they had some good. I laughed so much in this episode, and isn't that what the root of Housewives supposed to be? Like lifestyles are rich and famous, some drama, some pettiness, and comedy. So yeah, I think they're having a great season. The numbers aren't lying. Before I head out, because I told y'all this is gonna be like a quickie review. Let me just see what y'all saying. Let's see. Sutton's mama's underhanded racism is dripping. Let's see. I think High Vibe. Why does she feel it was necessary to bring a gift? The woman is a racist narcissist. Well, I don't think Garcelle was expecting that reaction. I don't understand why Garcelle acts this way for the friendship of Sutton. She told funny face Kyle that she was beautiful, but crickets from model Garcelle. Exactly. The three of them, Boz, Dorit, Erica, can all be genuine around each other. They can be shady, nosy, blunt, vulnerable, honest without everything being a dig or a moment. Totally agree with that. Thank you for your comment. The scene at Kathy's house was the best part of the episode. It was, wasn't it? Like my mouth dropped. I was laughing. I was cheering for Erica. I did not expect that. I was just like, I'm enjoying this way more than Augusta. Like it was a pleasant surprise. Like I'll be happy when that generation is long gone. Damn, because I'm tired of the macro aggressive comments. Well, let's just say the apples don't be falling far from the tree, y'all. Yeah, you have to pick your battles with your parents as an adult. Exactly. There's a story I want to tell But I'm not going to tell it on here. I have to tell on my Patreon. I don't want, too much business out there. But, it's just a topic with my mom that is just really hard to like talk about. And no, it's not about me being gay. But it's just like, I want her to understand it, but I just feel like I'm going to be mad if she don't get it, I think Sutton has a personality disorder, and that's definitely due to how she experienced her mom. Damn. My mom is a Capricorn and shares little in common with Kyle. My mom is a Libra, and she's every bit of a Libra. Libras are stubborn. You heard it here first. I'm glad Dorit told the truth in that moment. He is a bad father. Now, see, I didn't disagree with that. I totally believed her. And Kyle got some nerve on Watch What Happens Live trying to say, well, I think she didn't mean that. Why are you going to say that? When was the last time you talked to her? When was the last time you talked to her, Kyle? So I don't know. She shouldn't have said that. Like, she was saying, like, he's probably I'm sure he's a good father. No, if he ain't a good father, if his wife is there, like, why are you trying to like contradict her? It just says a lot. And also, if you watch What Happens Live, she said that she would not be mad if Dorit contacted Mauricio. Now, I know for a fact, and I wish Dorit do it. Like, I wish she gets some, like, just go out with Mauricio to get coffee. Don't even tell Kyle. Call TMZ. Call TMZ first and let her find out from there. That's what I want Dorit to do. Very petty. Like, just invite Mauricio to coffee. I love this episode. My absolute favorite franchise. We see each other. And you know what else is great, y'all? Like the after show and then the comments and the confessionals. They're setting us up for a fantastic reunion because they're going to have to talk about all that. And I know Boz is going to be getting into it with a lot of people. And she's definitely going to be in the mess finally. Like, I love how they're laying the groundwork for a great reunion. It's not too heavy, and some of them get along. Nice to watch that. Sidebar, I wonder if Quad was waiting those last 3 loveless years to make it 10 years with Dr. G to get half. Well, they're not in California, so I'm not sure if it's the same in Georgia. Dorit tried to take the bad father comment on the after show. Oh, okay. So I didn't watch the after show for this episode. Well, what's said is said now. It is what it is. Thank you, Chris. BH is my franchise, and I love your reviews. Thank you. Give Kyle a moment. She likes to discredit Dorit. Always. Yes. Yes, and I don't even mind. All right, y'all. So with that, I got to leave in 10 minutes. This was fun, as always. And yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all for the next episode.